Hi everyone, welcome to a quick tutorial about Adobe Lightroom. What I'm going to do is show you a quick editing trick on the photographs here. So right now I've got all the photos that are going to be imported. I'm only going to import a few of these. In fact, I only want to work on a few. This isn't to import them. You go to the Library module. There's Library, Develop, Map, Books, Slideshow, and so forth. But really, the one that matters the most is the Develop one. And in order to develop them, you have to first import them or get them in the library right here. And let's go to Develop for that there. And what I actually want is going to be right here. Okay, so you'll see that this is the actual original photograph. And in this original photograph, this is a picture of a young man wearing a suit. And as you can see, the eye is drawn towards this huge blowout of too much light up here. And at the same time, you can just kind of get lost. His suit gets lost in the bushes in the darkness. So I'm going to go over here. Now I'm in to edit the photo. I'm in the Develop module. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to grab this tool right here. This is a filtering tool. And what this does, watch this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here. I just move the mouse down here. Now I'm going to click and hold, and I'm going to drag this up. You'll see that if I move the mouse, this turns. And I'm going to drag this up to right about there. And then watch what happens if I move the exposure. Look at that, it magically reveals, now I don't want to take it that high, but it magically reveals a lot more of the light that's on that. So you can see what it looked like beforehand. Also, by double clicking the word, if you move the slider, see how the slider moves? If I double click the word, it'll move it back to 0 for me. So I'm going to move this up just to right about there. Then I'm going to click Done. I'm going to go over here and grab the same tool, and this time I'm going to go up to the top here, and I'm going to drag down right to about the face. And you can see again, I'm holding the button down, and it will keep this turning, but I don't want it to be turned. I just want this to be somewhat straight like that. Now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to lower the exposure. And I don't want to do it too much. You do it too much, it looks kind of phony. Just enough. This was the original. This is where it started. So I'm going to take it down just to about there, so it's just not so daunting. In fact, I might even pull this down a little bit more, and you can see that it's going to cover a wider swath there. So I'm going to take this back to where it was at 0. This is so you can see this area here started being blown out by the light. And I'm going to take it down ever so slightly till it's to about there. If you go too stark, it just looks too fake. So instead, I'm going to come to somewhere right around there. I might even play with the contrast a little bit just to soften it somewhat. That kind of looks like a nice background back there. You go like this and it looks sort of still bleached out. If I do this, it just kind of softens it. And I'm going to hit Done. And if you take a look here, you can now see that the background it's still bright, but it's not as blown out. And down here, you can see the fabric on this young man's suit. So you can see a lot more of the detail on the subject rather than being distracted by the light in the background here. And this could happen for any photograph. But this is what's great about Lightroom. So now I'm done doing those edits. Well, let's suppose I want to see what they look like before and after. I can actually hit the Y key, and it will bring up a before and after, and you can really get a good representation here of just how different that photo is. Over here on the before, you can see that the bright lights of this tree behind here just naturally draws the eye, while the fabric of the suit gets lost against the darkness of the bushes behind this young man. And as a result, he just kind of gets lost in there. But over here, what we've adjusted with that simple little tool right here, what that does is that actually has brought out the color in the fabric. You can see the folds in the material. And we've also lowered the color and the brightness of the trees in the background up here. So I think this is a great improvement, and that only took just a couple minutes. That's just one example of some of the things you can do in Lightroom. If you found this video to be helpful, please hit the like button. Please subscribe when I have more videos come out. Share this with friends if you think it was helpful and they would get something out of it. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on the next video.